Alright. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of great mercy and rule well. Peace and blessing to the brothers out there that puts in this word in truth and in sincerity. Right? This is Howard. The state to do all the lesson through the inspiration of the Most High, because I've been sitting down and thinking lately, certain things out here we doing, we know it not lawful. We know it lawful, so like, yeah, but sometimes it don't feel right in the spirit, and some brothers might teach some brothers, hey, the scriptures say where there's no law, there's no law, there's no transgression, so you're not sinning, but even though you're not sinning, that it ain't feeling good within yourself now, so I just wanna do a lesson concerning that, hopefully it edifying because, me myself, I sometimes I like listening to certain music. I know it's not lawful to listen to certain to music, but sometimes you listen to certain type of music, it catchy, but it just being a man of the Lord, it just don't feel right, and some brothers who grew up in the church life, Christians, whatever the case is, they might grow up a certain particular way, right? Listening to certain type of music, locking off rap or dance or whatever the case is. But we know music is music. When you come into the truth, you understand that it's not lawful for you to listen to music, whatever the case is, but within yourself, you find like that is not my vibes, you know. And really and truly, ain't nothing wrong with that, you know. If it is you as an individual think that by you locking off that could make you a better individual, a better person, you know, closer to the Lord, well, hey, go right ahead and do it, you know, go right ahead and do it. And as the scripture says, I'm going to, if that offend a brother, you had to lock it off too, you know, or at least when he are wrong, don't be on that kind of vibes, not trying to have a two face, but respecting the brother, you know, because the scripture say to be brotherly, you know. Um, this is First Corinthians. I read from us so there, First Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 13. It says, "And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three, but the greatest of these is charity." I want to look up the word charity, it means brotherly love. So not that they're showing a two faith, but they're showing the brother love, respecting what he wishes. So he could become, you know, he could build his faith in for lack of a better words, he could build himself, feel comfortable. Right? So this is First Corinthians chapter 8 and verses 13. I'll start from I'll start from 12. It says, "But when ye sin so against the brethren, and with their weak conscience ye sin against Mashiach." So yeah, if it is like you sin like a brother, as I was saying before, a brother don't like that vibe, but although it lawful, and non-lawful, a brother might not be on that. Then he might not really his spirit in going towards that scene. Don't push him to don't push that brother to because it's non-lawful. You go push that brother to say, "Boy, the fuck I'm to you, but that non-lawful." Whatever the case, whatever you might put it towards him now. That's because really and truly you go be sinning against the brother. You go be pushing him to do something that he don't want to do. That his spirit in intertwining with, in synchronizing with. So the scripture say, "But when ye sin so against," so basically you come like you're sinning against the brother, against the brethren, and would their weak conscience ye sin against Mashiach. So why are you doing that? You sin against Yahushai too. You know? It says, wherefore if meat make my brother to offend, I will eat no flesh while the world standeth, lest I make my brother to offend. So right, as the scripture I read before in Corinthians 13 and 13. Right? That's not right. Charity. Which when you look up the word charity, means brotherly love. Right? So the apostle Paul said, therefore if meat make my brother to offend, I will eat no flesh while the world standeth. Right? So basically he's showing brotherly love. And that is what we had to do. Because that one of the commandment day. Charity, you know. Being brotherly. Caring for a brother. Caring for a brother. He for you caring for his spirituality, he caring for mentally, physically, however the case, however he want or he needs to be taken care of, because the scripture say also we bear the infirmity of the weak. You understand? Fuck together. So for we bear the infirmity of the weak. Can I say in Romans? That's no. No. Yeah, the Romans chapter 15 and 1. It says, we then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak, not to please ourselves. So you might be strong to resist certain things and say it's not lawful, so I could abide with it, but our next brother who might be weak, and might falter into he always, whatever the case is, he go that might be offensive to him. So just bear the infirmity of the weak and try and help out that brother. Right? This is First Corinthians chapter 10. Chapter that's not right. Chapter 8. Chapter 8, so like First Corinthians chapter 10 and chapter 8. Chapter 8 and verse 23, right? Chapter 10 and verse 23, Salakia Akiam. Right, it says, all things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. Right? So you see, all things might be lawful for him, but all things are not expedient. Now they look up that word expedient, right? Right, it says, the first definition here, it says hastening or forward, hence tending to further or promote a proposed object, fit or proper under a circumstance, conducive to self-interest, desirable, advantageous, sometimes contradicts, contra distinguished from right, right? So it say all things are lawful for me, but not expedient. So it might be lawful for you. It might be lawful for one brother who's strong, but the next brother, it thing will be really how to put it. Yeah, it might not be really right for a brother. It might not feel right for a brother. You understand? So really and truly, that basically the lesson I wanted to do. You know, with our brothers out there who might be weak or they might find certain things not it lawful, you know, but within the self it don't feel right. That's what I say. If it don't feel right to you, just don't do it. You know, if that means on building you up as an individual in this truth, you know, you lock it off, right? It has some brothers out there who don't like to drink. You know, scripture says drink no longer water, but if a brother don't really like to drink, you know, make him feel a type of way, whatever the case is. Hey, you go right ahead and don't drink. You know, so it's just to build our brother out here. You know, be brotherly. You know, if it offend our brother in any way, you know, let's try and be there for the brother. You know, help out our brother, right? For lack of better words, you know. And with that, I want to give out praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. You know, to what Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone at Woodwell, and peace and blessing to the Akim out there that pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. The Howard from GMS Trinidad saying Shalom to the elect and death to Babylon.